Captain's log. Day 8? Or is it 9? At this point, what difference does it make? I'm at my wit's end. Space is so empty. I've never felt more alone in all my life. All I see is emptiness all around me. It's invasive. It's overwhelming. After a few days of waiting around, building up the necessities around the temporary base, I quickly became bored. Sitting around for hours at a time, wondering if ALIE was ever going to return, or if she'd simply left me and was taking her chances out there on her own. I'll admit it, I hit a low spot. In order to keep myself sane, I started building. I never had a plan. I just started building. And the result? Well, it's starting to feel like home. ALIE's been great. She's taken the mining task to heart, and she has quickly filled the refineries to capacity. I even had to build 2 more to try to keep up with her. We're still missing some vital materials to ensure our long-term survival, namely magnesium for ammunition and nickel for motors and other components. I've also been unable to complete the sensor array for ALIE, and I'm still waiting for the assemblers to finish producing some items. But hopefully, that will be completed soon, after ALIE returns from her most recent mining trip. Until that time, ALIE has been trying desperately to catalog all the stars in the sky, in hopes of being able to locate our position sooner. Personally, I think she's doing it just to give her something to do. She's been very quiet of late too. We need to get out of here. But there's simply nowhere to go. Hey, ALIE. What did we find this time?
Same thing as always, Captain. More of what we already have, none of what we need.
Wonderful. Any signs of those anomalies or the DNC?
Still nothing, Captain. It's an empty wasteland out there.
Well, let's see if those components are done for the sensor relay dish. Maybe we can find something once that is finally complete.
You'll be my favorite captain if you get that thing finished.
You'll be my favorite computer if you can find our way home.
I'm working on it, Captain.
I know, ALIE. I wasn't saying you weren't.
I've managed to log and analyze roughly 23% of the stars out there, Captain. Nothing is familiar to me at this point.
Understood, ALIE. Hopefully, when the dish is finished, you can pick up on the fleet signal and figure out where we are. Assuming we didn't fly outside the range.
Less talking, more welding, Captain. If it was possible for me to be driven insane, I think I'd be pretty close right now. The lack of information from the network. It's so quiet in my head, Captain.
I understand more than you could possibly understand. Let's get this thing finished and see where we stand. I'm already awake, ALIE. The alarms aren't necessary right now.
Captain, I've detected a DNC freighter, Eagle class, within sublight range of us.
An Eagle class freighter? Wow. I haven't seen one of those since the war. Those were used by both sides. And I think both sides took a perverse pleasure in destroying them.
Captain, this ship is alone. And it appears to be unarmed.
You're not suggesting.
I am. Let's go take it.
Take it?
Capture it. Bring it back here.
Not a chance. I can't fly that alone. It doesn't have jump drive capability, and it has no defenses. It would be a sitting duck in that thing. Not to mention the fact that it would probably be tracked and lead the DNC right back to us.
Good points, Captain. I hadn't thought it through.
Don't sound so disappointed. I didn't say we weren't going to raid it. I've always wanted to be a pirate. Now I get to.
You're going to embarrass me, aren't you?
Urgh, absolutely. Do we still have any of the body armor left from the Liberty?
We should, sir. There was some in the emergency crate and I emptied the contents into the Orca.
Excellent. Transfer some ammo into my fighter. I'm going to go suit up, grab some weapons, and I'll meet you in the hangar.
I'm already prepping the fighter, sir. Finally, some action.
I know what you mean. use the Gatling turrets only. Save the missiles for any unexpected guests. Try to limit the damage we do to the Eagle. I want to be able to steal as much as possible from that ship, and that is a lot easier to do if it's in one piece.
Understood. You are no fun.
When I get out, use the ship's sensors to warn me if someone is sneaking up on me. I don't need you to be my eyes and ears. I can't hear anything to stay asleep.
I've got your back, Captain.
Good. Let's get it done. Starting my attack run. ALIE, see if you can open those cargo doors for me. Let's park this sucker right inside.
We're going to be great friends, Captain. I like the way you think.
It works for me. I can get used to having my own personal super hacker around. This is almost too easy.
Happy to be of service, Captain. On your right. On your left, Captain. Right ahead, sir. On your left, Captain. Right ahead, sir. Target's coming through the door, sir.
ALIE? What am I looking at?
You are not going to believe this.
What do you mean?
Shoot the wall, Captain. It's easier to show you than explain it.
No freaking way.
Shields.
Tell me the DNC has not developed shields.
It gets better, Captain. I'm going through the ship's logs. This is the first prototype. It was on its way to their flagship for testing.
And now it's ours?
And now it's ours.
This is excellent news.
It gets better.
I can't take much more good news.
I am in their network, Captain. I know everything.
Everything?
Everything.
I love you.
I know.
Okay, back to that. It looks like I can disassemble this thing. Do you have the schematics to put it back together?
And more. This is amazing technology, Captain. We can expand on the basic shields here. I can't wait to explain it all to you.
Let's save that for another day. Anything else useful on the ship we can steal? I mean, reappropriate?
Just basic foodstuffs, some toiletries, uniforms, other textiles. Nothing we need, Captain.
I think we have everything we need right here.
Agreed, Captain.
We need to destroy the ship. Let's keep them guessing about what happened here. Time to destroy the evidence.
We don't have the firepower, Captain.
No, but we can improvise. Let's figure out a way for me to remove the warheads from the missiles in the fighter and make an explosive that I can remotely detonate.
Easily done, Captain. The blueprint is in your suit's database now.
Time to get to work. Keep an eye on the sensors, ALIE. Let me know the moment you detect anything. I don't know if they were able to get a mayday off while we were fighting.
They did. That's why the last guy you shot was so late. His message was vague, but reinforcements are on the way.
And you're going to tell me this when?
When it became important. You have plenty of time. We're apparently out in the middle of nowhere, even for the DNC. The Eagle only stopped here for a cost adjustment. We were very lucky, Captain.
You mean lucky? Yeah, I'll say. Let's get to work with those explosives. Alright, now that'll be enough. Let's get out of here while we still can.
Initiating countdown on the explosives now. Time to leave.
I am way too excited to see this explosion.
You're 12. You know that, right?
Shh! Don't tell anyone.
It'll be our little secret.
Wow, that was quite the explosion. The ship's computer couldn't even handle the blast. They had to slow it down and block out the light. I'd call that a success, and I'd call this a good day.
I have so much information to go over now, Captain.
We'll go over it tomorrow, ALIE. I don't want to spoil the moment with facts and information.
In that case, tomorrow will be a good day too.
I can get used to that. Oh, and I have a shield!
I take it back, Captain. You're not 12. You're 6?
A 6-year-old with shields?
I'm going to be hearing about shields for a while, aren't I?
You know it. I've always wanted to say, shields up! Yeah, you know I'll have my shields on before I go to sleep tonight.